Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 19th. This is Dr. King coming at you from 800 Link. I am laughing at myself because I got this whole static clean going on in my head and my hair is shooting up. It's so funny. Hey, it's a ponytail and glasses type day. My contacts didn't want to behave. They were irritating my eyes. So I'm in studious mode today. And it is what it is. And it actually goes hand in hand with my topic for today, which is chase the impossible dream. Got my notes? Y'all already know. So last week we talked about shooting for the moon. And they kind of go hand in hand, but there are some things that when you shoot for the moon and chase the impossible dream, there are some things that you have to know. Okay? So there are some things that you first need to understand about yourself. And number one, you are capable. You are capable when you truly set your mind to something and you prepare yourself and you do what you have to do to work on you. You are capable of accomplishing anything that you set your mind to. It sounds like a cliche, it sounds cheesy, but it is the truth, you guys. If you truly want to do it and you are capable and you have taken the time to invest in the education of educational attainment and preparing yourself in every way, you are capable of doing it. Number two, but you got to understand, a dream without work is a wish. A dream without work is a wish. You have to put the work in. This is your dream. You can't say, I want to do this and then leave it up to everybody else to accomplish it for you. Some people do that and it doesn't work for them. Okay. Number three, be realistic about yourself. Okay. There are things that if you set your mind to, you can do. Short people can dunk. Little people can play football. Tall people can do things that they try to say tall people can't do. But you have to be realistic about the effort that you put in chasing that dream and trying to fulfill that dream as to whether or not it's actually going to come to fruition. It has nothing to do with your shape, your size, blah, 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 blah. What it boils down to is number one, have you prepared yourself realistically to achieve and accomplish the dream that you are saying you want to do? Because until you do that, nothing else matters. Okay? Be realistic with yourself about how hard you're actually trying to accomplish this dream. Number four, chasing the impossible dream parallels chasing perfection. Will you hit perfection? Very seldom. Not. The joy, however, is actually chasing perfection. When you are chasing something, it's hard to get caught up in foolishness when you are chasing a dream. I'm a perfectionist. I may not always hit perfection, but I do try. I come close, but it's one of those things that's just out of reach. But it's the adventure of trying to chase perfection that determines whether or not you actually, once again, it's just out of reach, but you keep trying to reach it. And that's where your goals come from. That's where chasing the impossible dream, shooting for the moon, getting educational attainment, being realistic with yourself, understanding who you are as a person. All of that comes in hand. So chasing the impossible dream parallels chasing perfection. And if you are a perfectionist and try to be a perfectionist, someone like I am, you completely understand what I'm talking about. If not, try it. It is a whole high within itself. Is when you start to try to chase the perfection that you can be with your life. And when I say perfection, I'm not talking about makeup and clothes and no. I'm talking about, once again, remember your purpose, understanding and knowing what your purpose is. Once you determine your purpose and you start to chase perfection and start to chase that impossible dream, that is a motivation that nothing else can give you. And you just want to keep going. You want to keep going. You want to keep working on yourself. You want to keep getting better because you see yourself rising. And it's a high that you just want to keep on. It's not drugs. I'm not talking about taking drugs. Get that completely out of your head. What I'm saying is it gives you that motivation to keep going and you just want to keep going. You see yourself making progress. You want to keep going. That's what I'm saying. Many dream, but many do not achieve. Okay? Many dream, but many do not achieve. You have so many people, and I'm sorry, guys, I had to turn my volume up. If you can't hear me, I apologize. Or it wasn't as loud as it could be. There are so many people that talk about their dreams, talk about their goals, but 10 years from now, they're still talking about their dreams, talking about their goals. Many dream, but do not achieve those dreams. Why? Because it takes time. It takes dedication. It takes resources. When I say resources, I do mean financial. I mean emotional. I mean bodily. I'm everything. It takes resources in every way. You have to be able to sacrifice going out and hanging out with your friends. You got to be able to sacrifice and do what's best for you and figure out what works best for you. You have to be able to do that. And a lot of people, just like weight loss, they'll go on a diet. They'll do it for a week or two. They don't lose 20 pounds. They abandon it and move on. That's not the way dieting works. And first of all, stop dieting. Just control your eating. You know, I'm not going to get on that soapbox, but you understand what I'm saying. Stop telling people what you want to do and just do it. Okay? The more that you talk and people don't see you making a move to actually, all these dreams you keep talking about and you're not making that move, they become what they call pipe dreams. Remember I said a dream without work is a wish? Many people dream, but several. So dream big, but know it takes time to accomplish that dream. So how do you chase the impossible dream? Number one, you have to work for it. Remember the SMART goals? I've been talking about SMART goals for 2 years with y'all. Seriously, 2 years. You have to set some goals. They have to be specific. They have to be measurable. They have to be attainable. They have to be realistic. And they have to be time bound. SMART goals. Look it up. SMART. It's an acronym. Look it up. Set SMART goals first. Never stifle yourself by saying you can't. The worst way to kill a dream is to start something saying, I can't do this. If you have children and they start to get down on themselves and you hear them say, I can't do this, they can't do it right then, but eventually they will. So you have to talk to them about keep going, baby. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. And the more that they try, they hone their abilities. Okay? So stop saying I can't. Say you can, but maybe not right now. Say you can, but you gotta get some stuff in place first. Okay? Because sometimes you can't do something right now because you haven't practiced it. You don't have the educational attainment for it. You don't have the tenure. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the skills. That doesn't mean you can't do it later down the road. You just can't do it right now. But if you stop with the I can't, because I can't are 2 words that will put you in a box and you will not rise. You will stay where you are, always having wishes, but you're never rising. Okay? If you are having the same dream over and over and over and over, go for it. Go for it. Because that's kind of, remember I said the whole concept of knowing your purpose? Your dreams kind of reveal to you your purpose. Remember I said you pray to whoever you do. That's not where we're going with this. What I'm saying is you have to determine what your purpose is. However, you have to figure that out. And if you're continuing to see, and when you're asleep having the same dream over, you're starting to encounter the same things, situations in life, the same scenarios, that falls in line with you kind of revealing what your purpose is. The world is revealing to you, the Lord is revealing to you what your purpose is. Whoever you pray to is revealing to you what your purpose is. Go for it. Okay? Some dreams will come and go. You will say, yeah, I want to do that. But there are going to be some topics and ideas that are going to hit you and they just will not go away. I don't care. You wanted to be a doctor your whole life. Remember I talked about that whole little meme. My cousin went to school for 4 years, went to medical school, and now he's a DJ. Your cousin always wanted to be a DJ. He went to medical school for other reasons, whatever they are, but he always wanted to be a DJ. Let's call it what it is. That's what I'm saying. If you keep getting a dream over and over, you keep wanting to do something is pulling at you to do that, but you're racing and running from it, trying to do something everybody else wants you to do, that right there, my love, is your purpose. Okay? If you're going to go out there and be the DJ, you better be the best one there is. There's a guy right now makes millions of dollars being a DJ because he hones his craft. See how it all comes full circle? I don't care if you are taking out the trash. You better be the best trash collector you can be. You flipping burgers at McDonald's. You better be the best burger. Those burgers are going to be so good. When you know somebody that cares about their job, now you can go to some restaurants and the hamburgers and the food are just awesome. Those people care about their jobs. They care about their craft of being able to cook. Doesn't matter what you do. It is the value that you place on what you do. You got 1,000 people flipping hamburgers for McDonald's, but there is always one McDonald's that if you don't go nowhere else, you got to go there because the burgers are off the chain. The fries are always good and hot and salty. The drinks are always fresh and their carbonated water hits your throat and you just go, oh my God, this is so good. Those are people that care about their craft. Okay? You keep having the same dream over and over. Do it. Okay? Some things you have to do. Self-care. Rest. Got to get you some sleep, baby. You got to get you some sleep. Your body got to rejuvenate. Eat right. Eat healthy. Remember the whole dieting thing? Dieting is relative. Eat right. Know why you're eating. Eat the right foods. Blah, blah, blah. Get enough water. Hydrate. You have to drink water. Have to drink water. Our skin depends on it. Our blood depends on it. Everything. Our organs depend on fresh water. Have a support system. We have talked this into the ground for 2 years. You have to have a support system. Somebody who is not going to steal from you, but who is going to be there that when you need to bounce ideas off of, you can do that in a safe zone. They're not trying to belittle you. They're not making petty statements, trying to say that you're going to fail. Get your support system. However, be careful who you tell your dreams to. Some people want to hear them so they can tell you you're going to fail. Some people want to hear them so they can steal your dream. Okay? Be careful who you talk to about your dreams. Because you'll look up and you think you're talking to an advocate and who's somebody that's going to be part of your self-care group. And you'll look up and they've taken your idea and gotten some funding and ran with it. Be careful who you tell your dreams to. You can't tell your dreams to everybody. And we've talked about this in the ground. The very people who are going to hurt you the most are going to be your friends and family along this trip. Why? Because y'all are starting in the same position most often in life and they see you rising and they're not and they're going to get jealous. Your biggest supporters are going to be total strangers. And you have to know that up front. You're going to have some family who are going to be there. They're going to love you. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, and you're going to know. Unfortunately, you're going to get blindsided. I'm being honest with you guys. Nobody has time to sugarcoat stuff anymore. I'm being honest with you. Some of your biggest haters are going to be friends and family you have known your entire life. Some of your biggest supporters are going to be total strangers you have never met until they need you, your service or whatever, your product or whatever that you're trying to offer to the world. Don't get it twisted. Some of your biggest supporters are going to be complete and total strangers. Ask all these billionaires out here making money off of people they have never met. Go call Elon Musk. Go call Bezos. Go call Zuckerberg. They don't know us. But yet we use their products every day. We use their services every day. Okay? Know it. Be aware of yourself and also Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We talked about Maslow's hierarchy of needs last week. But when I say be aware of yourself, this is where we're going to get into a little scientific stuff, y'all. Metacognition is you understanding your own thought processes. Things that make you do what you do cognitively. That's things about being self-aware, being self-determined, self-preservation, self-determination, self-confidence, all those selves. That involves metacognition. Metacognition is the umbrella. You're learning yourself cognitively, not just going with the flow, not just letting life pass you by. Metacognition teaches you about who you are here and how that can help you grow. It also goes hand in hand with emotional maturity. There are some people who go through life, they have no idea how to control their emotions. They're highly emotional. They fly off the handle. They get mad at a drop of a hat. They tend to be severely immature. I don't care. Age has nothing with me. For me, if we want to talk about metacognition, yes, maturity does, age does play. But when I'm saying when you're dealing with adults, you can meet people that are 45 years old that are severely immature. Okay? So when we start talking about emotional maturity, that means you know what things trigger you to act and behave certain ways. You have to know those things about yourself, so you already have a predetermined plan in place. There are some people that you can walk into a room, as soon as you see them, they change your whole mood, be it for the better, be it for the worse, but they do. There are some people you can walk into a room and you just love them. There are some people you walk into a room and they just make you want to punch them in their throat. That's emotional maturity. You have to know, if this person is in this room, what am I going to do? Now, it's good if they're positive and you love them and they make you want to hug them and y'all sit there and laugh and joke. You already know what to do there. But what do you do with the people who annoy you to no end? The boss that's micromanaging you to death. The person that thinks they're your boss because the boss not there, like, stay in your salary range and leave me alone. What are you going to do with those people? That all comes with chasing the impossible dream, because there's going to be people in your life who are going to do nothing but make little snide, petty comments. You can't do this. I've seen somebody do it better. You probably have. Move around. You have to know how you're going to respond to those people and have that in place and respond that way to those people, because they're out there, y'all. They're out there. You have to be realistic with the part that is the why a lot of people don't achieve and chase that possible dream is because they assume that mom and dad's going to always be there for them, that their brother or sister is going to always support them, and those are the main ones who don't. They're going to assume their best friend is going to like their idea, and the moment he or she says something you don't like, you're second guessing yourself. You don't have that self about yourself, so your self-confidence is very low. Your self-esteem is very low. Those are why it's fear. Those are why people don't chase that impossible dream. Okay? You have to know that you can do this. What's the alternative? What are you literally doing right now? Now, if you got the bomb job right now, none of this matters. Because the people with the bomb jobs, they're already chasing their impossible dream. This doesn't matter. I want the person who is sitting at home trying to figure out what they're going to do. This is who this is for. You are on that precipice of, I have no clue what I want to do, but I have a truly cool idea that I think the world could benefit from. Whatever it is. This is who this is for. Okay? Go out there and chase that dream. What's the alternative? Show yourself that you can do it. The people that take that risk tend to be the ones who are successful. And something I want y'all to understand, you have to read. Stop letting people tell you that you don't have to read. Stop letting people tell you that you don't need to educate yourself. And when I say educate yourself, I'm not saying go to college and get a degree, whatever. I have them. Education is more than obtaining a piece of paper. I have 4 degrees. Associates, bachelor's, master's, doctorate. All wonderful, have all benefited me. And Sarah, I am one of those people who got a degree, and I'm working in the field that my degree is in. But why? Because I also chased my impossible dream. I calculated my life out, my SMART goals. Those are the steps in your life to achieve your impossible dream. But I read all the time, you guys. And I got some books behind me. So right here, we have The Art of War at the top. Sun Tzu, Art of War. I'm trying to straighten it up so you guys can see them. There we go. A little weird. When Power Meets Potential, T.D. Jakes. Reposition Yourself, T.D. Jakes. Annie Duke's Thinking in Bets. That's kind of weird. You know, that's a pretty cool book because she's a poker player, and she kind of explains to you how playing poker equates to playing life, basically. The 360-degree leader. That's about people who are not in leadership positions. You know how they say some leaders are not even in leadership positions? That's what that book is about. You may not have a leadership title on your job, but people see you as a leader. If that's you, this 360-degree leader is what you ought to be reading. The Magic Ladder to Success. Awesome book. Napoleon Hill. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen Covey. Awesome book. Greenleaf's Servant Leadership. Now, that's mine. Servant leadership is what I subscribe to. Whatever type of leadership you subscribe to, if it's transformational, transformative, those are 2 entirely different things. charismatic leadership, whatever leadership you subscribe to, get the books on that and read up as much as you can and make it work for you. I myself subscribe to servant leadership. I believe in taking care of others, and when you take care of others, they take care of you in your organization. You take care of others, that because without other people, your organization doesn't run. You do realize that, right? Stop using people for profit. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you and your business. Okay? And then How to Be a Power Connector by Judy Robinette. Those are some of the best books you can read. I have all kind of books. Remember, we talked about the books I read last week as well. But those are some books that you need to read. Jim Quick's Limitless, that teaches you how to speed read and read better. He had a brain injury and taught himself how to read better, comprehend better. And he has clients the likes of the Avengers cast. He taught them all how to make themselves better in their reading their storylines. Okay, Jim Quick, awesome dude. Awesome dude. Read. I don't care what you read, the Bible, for goodness sake, or whatever you subscribe to religiously, whoever you pray to. Read and understand. The most ignorant person in the world is one who doesn't read but tells you what you should be doing. I don't even entertain those people anymore. Okay? Chase that impossible dream. You never know. You just might reach it. Okay? So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I have to get ready to go to work. I love TI. I'm down to my last presentation next week, guys. Okay? We're going to talk about success being on the other side of fear, which all feeds into this. Last week was shooting for the moon. This week, chasing the impossible dream. Next week, success is on the other side of fear. I hope you guys return. Thank you, Paula and Camille, for being here today. I appreciate you. I see you guys. Or I saw you guys if you're not still here. Thank you all for everything these last 2 years. Okay? Down to my last one next week. Have a wonderful day. Go out and chase the impossible dream. Love you. Bye-bye.